on? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to the YouTube video. We are doing a controllers tier list ranking. I am in the middle of a 10-hour subathon. Actually in the very last 30 minutes of it. Went from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. So if I stumble over my words just like that, sorry. But yeah, so we're doing a controller tier list maker. It looks like it has Nintendo, some Sega, Sony, Microsoft. Fucking, I think I said Nintendo already, but Nintendo, that's what I see. Okay, yeah, let's get right into this. So to start off, we have our super ultra amazing tier, aka the best. Absolutely great, second best. Bro, that's fire. Like, average slash slightly above average. Cool, I guess. Average slash slightly below average. So basically, if it's up here, I think it's a better. I'd say above average, below average. If it's like at the top of either one, or at top of this one or bottom of this one, that's just average. And don't care, didn't ask is bad. Yeah. So NES controller. Now you guys might be thinking, oh man, there's no way he ever used this. He's a fucking toddler. No, I'm not. I am 17, so don't call me a toddler. That's rude. And then, I don't know, man. I think that the NES controller, I have used it. I think it's alright. I don't like how square or rectangular it is, I should say. I don't like the corners. But generally, I think it's a solid controller. I think it's cool. But I don't really love it. Then we have the SNES, which I actually do think is an upgrade, but I also don't really love it. Just the button placement's a little bit well, I guess the button placement isn't that awkward. Just, I don't know, the buttons in the games themselves generally were. So, I don't know. But they did kind of set the standard for how controllers are laid out with like the diagonal like look, right? Like you have the diagonals right there, so they kind of set that up, but I don't know, it was alright. Then we have, was that the Genesis controller? I never used the Genesis, so I'm gonna say never used, although it looks a little bit more modern. I have no idea what that is. Dreamcast. Now, I have used the Dreamcast controller before, and it's very much so okay. I think it's better than the NES, worse than the SNES. I don't really like the shape, it's awkward to hold, it's not my thing. Then we have maybe one of, if not the worst, controllers in gaming history. The N64 controller. So fucking uncomfortable to use, guys. You don't understand how bad it is to use. Like, I don't know what they were going for with the 3-prong technique. But whatever it is, fucking failed miserably. Holy shit, I'm yawning through that statement. Failed miserably. That is an ultimate don't care, didn't ask. Then you have the PS1 controller. I actually am not. I think this is the PS1. Either this is or this is. I can't fucking tell. They look very similar. I'm pretty sure this is because it doesn't have any joysticks. The PS2 did, so yeah, it's this one. I thought it's alright. Definitely in the modern day, no joystick is very awkward. To use it. But I think it works. I don't necessarily hate it. I think it's better than all these. Then you have the GameCube controller. And I actually really like this controller. I think this controller is fire. The only thing I fucking hate, and I have an actual GameCube controller, so let me grab it real quick. I fucking hate, here, let me pull it up. Big screen, on stream. I fucking hate the button layout. It's like so dog shit. Like, why? Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Who designed this? Why? Why would you design it like that? It's so much worse. Just have it like any other controller. Every controller prior to that had it basically figured out. So like, why the fuck would you mess with the button placement? Also, I don't know why this one joystick. I know it has like probably a reason, but I can never figure out why this one joystick is different and why it's like just weird shape. It's just not. It's not good on the hands, you know. It slips off easy. It's just, But the controller shape in general, the triggers, well, the trigger and then the two triggers and then the one bumper on the right, it's passable. I like it. I think it's a good controller. I do think it's an objectively fine controller. Just the button placement fucking kind of sucks. But I think it feels good in the hands, and that's honestly my biggest thing that I really care about. PS2 controller, way too short of fucking handles. The handles are way too short. It's just a PS1 controller basically, but with joysticks added. It's objectively worse because I can't hold it. I have really big hands. Like, if you put my hands up, like, my hands are bigger than some NFL quarterbacks. It's not even a joke. Like, Kenny Pickett has smaller hands than me. So it's really fucking awkward to hold, in my hands. Because of how short it is. So, I don't really like it. I think it's worse than the PS1 controller. I just realized you guys couldn't see where I put that. I put the GameCube on Bro That's Fire. I put the PlayStation 2 one on Cool, I guess. Sorry about that. Then I couldn't tell if this was like a remastered version of the Duke or if this was just the Duke. It looks like it might be remastered in hindsight, but I don't really care. I'm just going to rank them the same. The Duke, super fucking bulky. I hate that. I hate how bulky it is. It is just a fucking brick. I must say it's like, I don't like it. I like it more than the N64. I just don't like it. It's just a bad controller. Objectively, it's a bad controller. Then you have the Nintendo Wii remote. I think this is actually potentially the best, not the best, but for what it for the fucking console that's on, it's the best possible controller that could have been. Actually, I disagree because there is one that obviously is better than this. But this is a pretty good one. And I will say the only downside I will say of the Wii Remote is the infrared sensor. Sometimes like gets worn out over time and that becomes less accurate and it sucks. And that's just a really annoying thing. But yeah, I mean it's definitely alright. I just noticed they don't have the PS5 controller here. Or Xbox Series X controller, but that's basically the Xbox One. That's why I didn't realize it. Just a heads up, we'll cover it when we get there, but PS5's like great. I fucking love that controller. If not, super ultra amazing. Then you have the PS3. Similar issue. Hand just a little bit short. Just a little bit short, but they got better. The joysticks aren't as like bumped out. It's a little bit better. Better joystick feel. I'm a big fan of the PS3. I'm ranking these two as the same, even though one's wired and one isn't. I don't really give a shit. I think this is fire. I think this is a fine, above average controller. I just wish they had a little bit better hand grip because it's a little bit difficult for me to fucking hold. That's all. Xbox 360, not even a doubt, that's the best controller of all time in my opinion. That is the best controller of all time. There will never be another Xbox 360 controller. Never. Then you have the Wii U gamepad, which I actually own. I'm like one of the 5 people on the planet that owns the Wii U. I think it's alright. I think it's actually pretty good. It's actually really cool how this was like basically the first portable like console ever. Not portable console, but like portable tablet for a console, I would say. I don't know how to describe it, but like the portability factor of it was huge because it allowed for other modes in games. Like when I played Nintendo Land, that game wouldn't be possible without the gamepad because like let's say you're playing the Mario game where like, you know, one person's Mario and then the other people are Toads and they have to chase down Mario. That wouldn't be possible if everyone could see where Mario was, like it would have been in the past. But because the gamepad has the Mario and then like everyone else is the Toads on the big screen, makes it a lot easier. And makes it way more fun. I think that's actually one of the biggest improvements that the Wii U made. And then that obviously gets carried over into the Switch. Then you have the PS4 controller. I actually think the PS4 controller is amazing. I think it's an amazing controller. I don't know if I'd put Super Ultra Amazing. I think that is for the best controller of all time. Only. But I think that is an absolutely great fucking controller. I love it. I have no issues with it. The hand has plenty of space for my big ass hands to get onto, and it's not awkward to hold. It feels good in the hands. The vibration, great on the DualShock. Yeah, I love that. Xbox One, I think it's a downgrade from the Xbox 360. Pretty much every controller is, though. I think it's still a great controller. I have like 5. I think they're all good controllers. I have no issues with it. Then you get to the Switch, the handhelds, the Joy-Cons. I think these are just a better Wii remote. I really do. They are comfortable, they're easy to hold, and you have 2 of them, so buttons are a lot easier. You don't have to worry about purely motion tracking, basically. And the motion tracking is a lot better on them. So those factors combined, I think they're a great controller. And then lastly, the Nintendo Switch, like actual controller. I own this somewhere in here. I play Smash with it all the time. It's somewhere in my room. I think it's alright. It's alright. It's like here. It's just okay. It's just like, it's a standard controller. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's just a standard controller. That's really all I have. And then PS5 would be in absolutely great. It'd be right below Super Ultra Amazing. It would go above PS4. I really love the PS5 controller. That's one of my favorite controllers. It's definitely my favorite out of this generation. It's very good. It's a very good controller. But yeah. So I don't know what presentation mode looks like. Oh, I never have seen this before. That's cool. But yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the definitive well, I was gonna say PS5. Controller tier list. Save that. Alright, there we go. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, like always, smash the like button and get subscribing for more content like this. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of when I upload or go live. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And peace out, everybody.